if you're gonna be hitting us, punching us, jabbing us, giving us the jab, we're also capable. We got muscles, we're a sovereign country just like you. So we pay 10 grand. You also got to pay $10,000 back. Yeah, let's wave, and we are back
again.
All right. So today we're gonna go pound for pound, band for band, just like my man. What's his name again? Oh, this UK rapper. What's his name again? Who knows the guy? Band for band. You guys, come on.
The Ghanaian
guy, the one way they give weather forecast. Is this Steven Yakote kwa?
Nah, it be cinch. All right, cool. So make we move on. That guy then, little baby, then make a song like band for band. It'd be something waiting to happen right now. So yeah, so the US went after Mali, and Mali is doing something that people think is pretty brave right now. So first we're gonna read you what happened. Like a few weeks ago, Mr. Trump of the United States said, people of the, country of Mali need to post a bond of $10,000 before they're able to kind of be eligible or apply for a visa to the US based on I think the B1, B2 visa. Something like that. So yeah, people were not too happy about it because it was like there was no reason for them to do that, right? What was the reason for them to do other than, African governments being, weak all the time that the West writes over them whenever they want?
Yeah, I think it's, for me, it's that thing where we always are seen to be toothless, right? So anyone can just, if they feel like there is something that is not in their favor, they can just slap something on you. Because, if you compare the two countries, that is very, on the face of it, you can say that, yes, the US can do whatever they want to a small country like Mali in the Sahel region of Africa. So I wouldn't say it's bullying. I just think that because they think they are bigger, if they're not happy about something, there are real reasons though, but if they're not happy about something, they can just unilaterally slap some sort of bond on you. So I think that's what happens. But there are real reasons.
Yeah. Before I go to Mr. S, let me give you the reason so you can, have a context of what the whole thing is about. So it's saying that it's a pilot program, reinforces the United States government's commitment to protecting America's borders and safeguarding U.S. national security. As usual, national security. Countries may be included in the pilot based on high overstay rates. So high overstay rates, screening and vetting deficiencies, concerns regarding acquisition of citizenship by investment without a residency requirement, and foreign policy considerations. The Department of State may update the list of participant countries throughout the visa bond pilot period. So they're saying that it's a thing of like, overstay and deficiencies in the vetting system and whatnot. But the point is, why do you target just one country like Mali? So are they trying to say Ghanaians don't overstay? Are they South Africans don't overstay? Romanians don't overstay? Russians don't overstay? Chinese, tourists or whatever don't overstay? So for me, my problem is why Mali, Mr. S?
Well, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but you see, as long as a country can decide that, okay, I don't want to deal with you, you also have every right to say, okay, that's fine with me. I also know what I bring to the table. So, for lack of words, go screw yourself. You understand? So, yes, it's good they decided to pick on Mali. But then, who is laughing now?
Exactly. When you say it's good, why do you say it's good?
Well, sometimes I feel this thing should happen to most of the African countries for them to wake up, for them to know where they are in the world, right? Because a place like Mali, they have resources that the Western world needs, right? The same to other African countries. So if Ghana can get something for free, I won't say for free, but like Ghana was not part of the list, but we have Ghanaians overstaying, right? So if Ghana can be exempted, why not Mali? Why not me?
Yep.
So if you tell me that, okay, I'm taking you out of this, I need to bring a 10,000 bond before you give me a visa. Fine. It's okay. It's your country. You have every right to make that decision. I'm not going to challenge you. But it is my country. If a citizen from your country is also coming to my country, hey, show me that same bond before you get a visa.
All right.
Simple as that.
Great
For
take.
me,
Great submission. Yeah, I
I
love that
support
perspective.
Mali, kudos. I mean,
Exactly,
it's
because
about
you're a
time.
sovereign country, right? You can also decide on what to do.
Yeah.
So, talking about deciding on what you want to do. So, Mali's Foreign Affairs Ministry said it will require U.S. applicants to post a bond of up to $10,000 in response to an identical measure enacted by the U.S. last week that takes effect from October 23rd. So, Mali also said, all right, if you're gonna be hitting us, punching us, jabbing us, giving us the jab, we're also capable. We got muscles, we're a sovereign country just like you. So we pay 10 grand, we post $10,000 for visa bond. You also got to pay $10,000 back. Mr. Ed, what do you think? Do you think it was the right move?
Yeah, I think that I think they were justified to do that because, like you were saying, if one country has an issue with another country, I think the first thing that should go on is dialogue and negotiation to see if the issue can be solved, right? And I'm not saying that maybe that wasn't done behind the scenes, but even if it was done, it's something that the world is not aware of. At least I haven't heard anything like that. So when you go ahead and make it public that you are slapping some sort of bond or punishment, so to speak, on somebody, then if Mali looks at the leverage they also have, they can also use, because if they don't see the sense in what was done, then they will also counter it in the same measure. So I don't think there's, like Stephen said, every country is sovereign. I have no permission, or I have no right to say what you can do to my country or not. It's your own decision. But if I see that it's going to affect me, and I think I also have a leverage on equal terms, then I can also counter, right? Let's go boot for boot. If we are not willing to go in the dialogue way, then let's go boot to boot and see who will succumb first. So I think that, yeah, they have the right to do that, but I would say it's better to always start with a dialogue to help solve the problem than just going full swing, bond, all those kind of punishments. Yeah.
All right. So talking about swings, right? I mean, we all know boxing, right? Azuma Nelson, Ikote, we all watched this guy growing up. So US took the first jab. Mali responded with the same equal jab. So what do you think the final decision is going to be? I'm going to read that to you to, not let you get all speculative. So he said the United States, that is October 26th, United States has removed Mali from the list of countries whose nationals are required to deposit $10,000 bond before securing visas to travel to the United States. So who won in this case? Jab for jab, pound for pound. So did Mali win? And the point is, I'm going to read the reason why the US, removed that sanction or, bond. But I want you to give me your speculative, ideas. Why do you think the US pretty much recanted what they wanted to do?
Listen, they know what they get from Mali, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that the business organizations from the States will allow such a thing to happen, because they will lose a lot. And for me, it's not about winning, or it's about standing your ground. It's about time. It's about time most of these African countries know what they are worth. That's all. There's no point in going up and down. Rule is rule. This is your rule. Okay, say I respect it. Okay. When you're also coming to my, it's simple, right? Okay, now they are waiting on whether Mali will change their decision. Yes, there should be a dialogue. If there is a need for change, you change it. But make sure that you change and you put certain restrictions so that in the future, something like that will not happen again. Because every time a country get listed like this, it put a dent to the country, like a shame. As a citizen, you feel like, what are my leaders doing? Right? Why are we being taken for granted here and there? You cannot go to a place you are not welcome. Right? So if, let's say, the States feels like, okay, we don't want Malians, or we don't want to deal with them economically, then fine, find somebody else. Right? Find somebody else and let them know that, okay, I'm not in the state of mind to actually have a dialogue with you. Do your thing, let me do my thing. And that should be it. For me,
yeah.
That should be our mentality,
do you think,
right?
yeah, sorry. All right, cool.
Continue.
Do you think it was just like an intimidation tactic? Because it doesn't really make sense. Because I told you I was gonna read the statement from the US why they took the bond off, but there's no statement that has been issued yet, just to clear the air. But the most significant thing is after US issued that new list that excluded Mali, Mali hasn't still taken that bond, the retaliation they did. They haven't taken that visa bond off. I mean, they haven't taken US off their list.
Yeah.
So they're still holding their ground in that regard, but US have taken Mali off the grid. Should Mali also take the US off their list of that list of people needing to pay visa bonds?
Right. I don't know the internals of the whole thing, but it depends on the reasons why Mali put the counter bond on US citizens. So was a bond put on the US just in retaliation for what
Most
the US
definitely.
did?
No doubt,
Or
I think so.
are there other reasons? Maybe you're trying to shut people who are coming in to do illegal
I mean, what
stuff.
does your educated guess, tell you? What do you think?
I think if
You don't think it was just pure like retaliatory?
I think if it's retaliatory and US has taken it off, Mali should just by how do you call it? By like common standards,
Mere
they should
diplomacy, right?
diplomacy, they should also take it off. But it doesn't mean that they should rush to do it, right? They should also look at all the intricacies before they take it off. Because once you take it off like that, then it kind of seems like if you take it off immediately, it kind of seems like, oh, you were just doing this to counter what we did, right? Even though it might seem that way, but you should maybe take a look at a few other things. Because if the US can slap a bond on Mali, why can't Mali do the same, right? Mali could also say, okay, we are allowing our bond to stay on for some time for reasons 1, 2, 3. So I don't think that just because the US has taken it off, Mali should follow suit, right? They can look at other reasons why they might want to do that and maybe even adjust it. It's their prerogative. So yes, looking at it face value, it looks like they should also just take it off. But I think that they can also look at it and say, hey, yes, we have put this bond, but we want to reduce it to this amount because maybe we find some of your citizens involved in some illegal mining or illegal business or something like that. So that would be my take.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you, but the thing is, I understand all that because the thing, that's the thing we all don't like. That's what defines literally bigotry. It's like you cannot impose something on an entire country just because a few people overstayed their visas or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, deal with those people, whether it's fines or whatever, as opposed to putting this kind of punishment on the entire country. So Mr. L,
right?
Oh no, let me go to S.
Yeah.
Do you really think? Let me tell you briefly some of the countries on that list. I think there are a few countries on that list. I'm not sure. Let me find it right here. I want to take. Okay, so there is Mauritania, there is Sao Tome and Principe, there is Tanzania, the Gambia, Malawi, and Zambia. So the question is, should all these countries take the same cue as Mali did? Should they also impose visa bonds on the US? And hopefully they might also get off the list.
Yeah, they should. They should, because as a country, you have to learn to fight for yourself, right? And you also know, you have, like, I've said it already, you have to know what you bring to the table. So, for example, Mali, there are a lot of US companies and investors having mining and other stuff in the country. So a lot of investors will lose money.
There's leverage, right? Yeah.
Good. So if you are Sao Tome or list the countries and you feel like Zambia and all that, we know
Mauritania,
the resources they have, right? Use it. That is the one. Listen, the world is heading to a place now. If you don't take advantage of what you have, right? Others will take advantage of you. It has been there already. Yes. But now you have like social media where people can come out and voice their opinions and whatever. As a country, you have to stand up for yourself. It's about time. Don't get bullied. What is the US? Right? What if you don't have anything, the US will not come and deal with you, right? So the moment they've come out with a ban or whatever to say that, okay, you cannot come to my country, they have something in your place, right? you also want to go to their place for something. So if you cannot get it, okay, cool. Take the punishment, stick your punishment on them, and let's see who comes out of the water to survive.
Out of the water. It's like a swimming competition. All right, cool. Cool. I think we've gotten our points across. It is
a game plan that the US have been using. If you go through history, it is that. It's about time. It's about time our leaders start changing, or start playing the same games. That's
cool.
all.
All right, we've gotten our points across. I think that should be it for now. So, guys, all right, leave your comments down there if you think Mali did the same thing in the countries that are left on the list should do the exact same thing Mali did. If you like this video, guys, watch the next one.
Mali, don't back down.